And good. All right. So I talked to some of the Diamond coaches on the team, and I just asked them what they thought people needed to hear about tonight or what they'd like to hear about tonight, and kind of polled the group just to see how everyone was feeling. I know how I'm feeling, but how I'm feeling could be completely different than how you're feeling. So I wanted to make sure that people were kind of on the same page and see what they really needed. So there are a couple topics that came out of that or that I gathered from that. So I really want this call to kind of be based on the secret to finding builders and motivating your team. And so I wrote down, here's my big notes, right, guys? I did this like 30 seconds before the call. Here are my notes for the team call. Okay, so this is what we're going off of. Hi, Georgie. So the first thing that I wanted to really talk about is the part about motivating the team that you already have. And so I'm going to tell you like the biggest tool you have at your own disposal here, and that is yourself. You cannot motivate your team. You can't. Like, that's just period. You cannot motivate somebody else to do something. Are you guys, am I frozen because you're frozen? Uh-oh. Let me, yeah, are you, am I back? You guys all froze too, so I'm assuming we were all frozen, but I'm gonna pick up where we left off. Okay, so you can't motivate anybody else. Your job, first of all, as a coach, is not to motivate your team. It's not to motivate your coaches. It's not to make your coaches successful. Your job is to equip your team with the tools that they need to succeed. And I will tell you, if they are in Project Fearless, or if they're in that Diamond Push group, or if you've given them the tools of, say, the website that has the training on it, they have the Team Beachbody back office, they have all of those things. They have YouTube, they have Google, they have conversation templates. I mean, truthfully, they have everything they need to be successful in this business. If they are not using the tools that you are giving them, that is not anyone's fault but theirs. So I want everybody to, first of all, when we say motivating our team, I want you to understand that you can do specific things to help your team move forward. You can, and I'm going to share those with you in a second. But you cannot motivate somebody to do something. That has to come from within. When I started off as a coach, and this little story should give you hope. It should give you some confidence in yourself that you can do this, because when I first started, I had no tools. I had no tools. I had no challenge groups. I didn't even know what a challenge group was. I had to ask what a challenge group was because I saw some other coach on social media post about a challenge group, and I was like, huh, that sounds like that would be an awesome way to work your business and like get people attracted. Oh yeah, you should do that. I was not handed Diamond training groups. I was not given coach sneak peeks. I was not given any of that. We had a weekly call on Monday nights where Chris told his story, or we had another coach come on there and kind of like give a couple tips. And I never missed that call ever, because that call was the one thing I had all week that was planned training from my coach. And so I made sure my ass was on it. But I didn't just attend, I took nuggets from it, right? And I didn't just write them down. I actually went and did it, right? So one of the best things that I did is like I just failed forward all the time. I didn't care if I knew anything. I didn't care if I knew that if I needed the answers, I could reach out to my coach and ask him, or I could go online and I could find it. That's it. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know where you can find everything. And so my coach didn't give me all that stuff, and I still succeeded. Do you want to know why? Because I wanted it. Because I wanted it. I wanted it. Not because my coach wanted it for me, because I wanted it. So you guys have to get really clear on why you are doing this business. Why are you here? Why are you on this call? Why did you sign up? Why did you think that you might want to do this? Whatever that inkling was, whatever that spark was, that was put there by God. Somebody said to you, the universe said to you, God said to you, whatever you want to believe in, this is for me. I could do this and I could succeed in this, and I can give myself a better life, or I can give my family a better future, or I can get out of debt, or I can have the things that I never thought I could have, right? But then somewhere between that thought process and signing up, it was like, oh, it's too hard. It's too hard to have that. I'm just going to sit back and complain. I'm just going to say it doesn't work. it's too hard. People said no. Like, that's just a bunch of bullshit. If this business isn't working for you, quite frankly, you're probably not working the business. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. Maybe you show up for team calls, but you don't actually reach out to anybody. Or maybe you read some PD, but you're actually not applying it. It's going in one ear and out the other. Like, that's what's happening. So I just wanted to clarify that. Your job is not to motivate somebody. Your job is to help them find their why and to equip them. Once they have their why and they know where all this stuff is, it is their job to make them successful, not anyone else's. Okay? So that, like, isn't that like, whew, a lot of weight off my shoulders? Not my job to make my coaches successful, right? Yeah, give it away. You don't have to do that. Okay. But here is how you motivate the people on your team who do want to run with it, because by leading by example, you're going to show them what's possible. You're not working their business. You're not showing up in their house and typing out their conversations for them. You're not making them press play. You're not making them drink their shake. You're doing that. You're doing it and you're showing up. And when you're showing up, they start showing up because they're like, oh, my coach is successful and this is what my coach does to be successful. So, I should duplicate that. You guys, that's what it's all about. It's about duplication. And it's not about duplicating systems and making sure you have the perfect onboarding system and all that crap. It's duplicating the vital behaviors over and over and over and over again. It literally takes zero talent. It takes zero talent. All it takes is effort. It takes you pressing play on your workout. It takes you drinking a shake. It takes you actually committing and following your workout program. Can I just tell you how many people are like, oh my God, I can't wait for that 80-day obsession plan to come out. You're getting great results. And I'm like, it doesn't friggin' matter when it comes out, because if you don't fucking follow the plan like I just did, you're not going to get results. So I'm sorry, but like, just because a new program came out doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to look friggin' badass and your business is going to explode. You have to put the fucking work in, just like you have to put the work in with your own business. You guys are all sitting on a test group. Every single one of you could grab a program and say, I'm going to follow this to a T and get amazing results that people follow on social media and go, what the fuck is she doing? I want to do that. But you're not doing it. So if you're not doing it, then stop complaining about, I can't motivate my coaches. Yeah, of course you can't. You're not doing it yourself. You are getting duplicates of who you are. That is what you are getting. So show up. Press play, drink a shake, do your freaking workout, and follow the nutrition plan. And not just like I do the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is bullshit. I'm just going to give it to you. If you're saying you're doing 80-20, you are eating on point kind of 5 days a week, and 2 days a week you're eating like fucking shit, and the whole thing is gone. The whole thing is gone. The whole plan is shot to hell. Okay? That's not how it works. That's more like 50-50 or 60-40. You can't get results that way. So I want you to start showing up for yourself and taking action in your own health and fitness. And when you do that, well, guess what? You have something to talk about on social media. You have something to show where people go, hey, what are you doing? All of a sudden your business becomes a little bit easier because you have more belief in what you are offering to other people. If you're sitting there and you're stopping and snacking at Wendy's and you're freaking drinking like lattes with a shit ton of cream and sugar in them, and you're drinking every weekend, but then you're like, I'm a health coach, come and join my challenge group. Who wants a coach like that? You can't stay on track. How are you going to keep me on track? Right? Am I wrong? Can I get like a yes? That's absolutely friggin' right. An amen on a fucking Monday, Joan. Yes. Okay. Let's go for that. All right. So you're showing up for your health and fitness, and then other people see that. Well, guess what? In order to attract the people into your business that you want in your business, the runners that you want to run with you, you have to be a good enough person for them to want to follow you. So you have to start bettering yourself. If you think you suck at leadership, pick up a leadership book. If you think you suck at motivating other people, pick up a book that teaches you what people are motivated by, personality types, that sort of thing. How can I motivate my coaches? How can I incentivize them? I don't know. Like if somebody incentivized me by saying like they were going to give me a high five at the end of the day, I'd be like, great, where's my present? Like, you know, like I want stuff. That's what I want. Or I want quality time. I don't like quality time, like going to a restaurant and having a dinner. I don't want somebody to like come and like clean my house for me. I'm like, oh, that's great. You know, I'm not an acts of service person. What do your people like? What's their love language? What's their motivation? Are they a red? Are they a yellow? Do you guys even know what that is? Have you looked at the personality types? Figure that out, right? What are your coaches motivated by? And I'm not saying go motivate the unmotivated. I'm saying how do you incentivize those who are working hard to push even harder? Okay, so Figure out what your personal development is and stop skipping it, because chances are like your mental capacity sucks if you're not doing personal development. You're literally like, oh, I'm going to sit down and work, but I don't really want to. And I'm tired right now, but I'm going to reach out to these people because like I'm supposed to be making Success Club because I'm in this Team Cup group. And my coach told me I should make Success Club. So I need these points and I wonder who would sign up right now. And that's the friggin' energy that you're putting out there. That's the energy that you're putting out there when you're about to go talk to somebody, instead of like, oh my God, this personal development is like pumped my mind up. I'm so positive. I'm surrounded by positive people. I'm helping the people in my challenge group. I'm doing my workouts. I feel awesome. I have energy. This is freaking fantastic. Like everybody should be doing this. Everybody should be doing this. This is what I have to offer somebody, right? That's how you approach your power hour. You don't sit down and go, I have to do this. You go, I get to do this. I get to change my life, because that's what you're doing. I get to change my life. And if you don't sit down and think that, then you don't believe in yourself, which means you need even more personal development, even more. Okay? So go figure it out. If you don't know what to read right now, ask your coach. Say, these are the feelings that I'm having. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm going through. This, and they can recommend something to you based on those feelings. Or if it's that you think you suck at leadership, John Maxwell has about 1,000 different books out there on leadership that are all bomb. Go read them. Go figure something out. So that's personal development, taking action. Guys, if your coaches, I heard somebody, I think it was Meg, pointed out, oh, July and August have been tough. Guess what? If you say it's tough, it's fucking tough. You put it out there. You're making it tough. Can I ask you this question? How many of you think July and August are tough and you showed up every single day for your business and did 30 donuts? Okay, but honestly, if you are sitting there going, oh, my team's not in Success Club yet, my people aren't in Success Club yet, and you're not in Success Club yet, that's why. That's why. You can't sit back and expect your team to go do all the work, and you just are like, oh, like, whatever, I'm having a tough month, so I'm just gonna like, whatever. You can't do that. I can tell you that I have a goal of signing 10 coaches this month, or 10 challenge packs this month, because I want the 10 elite points that come with that. So I will do it. I'm at SC14 right now. I have a bunch, it's on the same notepad. Bunch of people listed out. 2 are supposed to be purchasing on Friday. But does that stop me? No. That's another thing. Stop going, oh, this person said they're going to purchase, so I've got this in the bag. And then the 31st rolls around and you're like, shit, they didn't do it. No. You have to talk to more people. You have to actually take action. If you sat back and asked yourself, if my coach duplicated exactly what I did today, would they be successful? And the answer is no, then get to freaking work. Don't get to bed. Get to work. Get to work. I want you to start putting Post-its all around your damn house saying, I'm worth this. I'm going to purchase a new house. I'm going to build a new house. I'm going to get out of debt. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I want you to put it everywhere. I believe in myself. Every negative thought that you have pop through your head, I want you to write the opposite on a Post-it, and I want you to stick it somewhere. I want somebody to walk in your house and think you're freaking crazy, because you have Post-it notes everywhere. By your toilet, on your mirror, on your fridge, on your computer, on your light switch, like everywhere, on your dashboard of your car. Keep Post-its. Hand me Post-its. They're right there. See? They're everywhere. Right here. Easy peasy. They're like, what? I don't even know, 50 cents, $1, something like that. Keep Post-its around, and when you have a negative thought, write something positive down on it, and I want you to stick it somewhere where you're going to look at it every single day until you actually believe what's there is actually what's happening. Okay, so let's say we eliminated that. Let's say we've eliminated the thought that this is a tougher month because we're putting in extra work so that it actually is in our favor, so that not only are we reaching our goals this month, but then next month, we are going to have so much momentum that it makes it really easy, right? So here's what you do. All of those no's that you're getting, all of those not right nows, all of the objections that you're getting, I want you to turn around and post them on social media. I want you to talk about it on social media and say why this is why you should start, so that the people who are looking at your news feed right now are the ones who start seeing that stuff. And because you're actually pressing play and following the nutrition plan and getting results and posting that too, they're going to see those two things together, and you're going to attract somebody who's going to stop making excuses. You're going to make your life easier. You're going to reach out to people who are seeing your stuff, who want to do what you're doing, who've eliminated their excuses because you already talked about it before you even started chatting. So I want you to take those objections, take those excuses, take those bullshit, why I can't do this right now. Oh, school start. What the hell does it matter if school is starting or not? Like, seriously, that's what you need to do. Also, I want you to, these are action steps, so write them down. I want you to post an invite post 3 to 5 times a week. 3 to 5 times a week. Sharing your physical results, talking about your mental results, talking about something about this business. You can re-listen to my National Wake Up Call if you need some ideas. Jot down your feelings list. Do what you need to do. But you need to be telling your story and inviting at the end of it every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. And let me tell you this. Kat and I were actually talking about Friday nights lately. You guys think that people are off doing stuff? Friday nights lately are fantastic for signing a coach. Just going to say it. Also, Saturday mornings are fantastic for signing a coach. I sat here drinking coffee with Kat, Carl, and Brian on Saturday morning after our workout on the deck and signed 2 people. And what was I doing? I was talking to them and drinking my coffee and just kind of intermittently typing to people. That was it. You know, this doesn't have to be a painful process. It can be fun. So post 3 to 5 times a week, your story and your call to action at the end, inviting them to something. You're going to talk to more people than you usually do. It's summer. People are busy. I want you to follow up more than you usually do. Here's a line I've been using lately. Hey, I wanted to follow up because I know it's super chaotic right now. So I know that I'm super busy and you must be super busy. So I just wanted to make sure I check back in. How easy is that? Follow up, done. Okay, so follow up more, invite more, post more, and actually do the other steps that you're supposed to be doing so you're attracting people to your business. Are you going live in your team page? If you don't have a personally sponsored coach page, are you going live in our page? In Project Fearless, saying what you're doing that is working. Hey, I just made Success Club points. This is what happened. Hey, I'm in Success Club. Here's what I'm doing. Hey, I just put this post up and I got a lot of really great action on it. Hey, this is what's going on with me. I sent out this many donuts and this is the responses that I'm getting. Sharing things that is working for you, but also, you guys, here's the key tip. Showing up and showing that you are working to other people in the team page, including those that you signed up, so they, again, see what their coach, the successful person that they want to emulate, is doing, so they go out and do it. That is how you motivate people. That's how you do it. You don't just sit there and never show up in the team page, make Success Club, never talk about it. Don't talk about how you're working your business on your social media page and then go, I don't know why my coaches aren't doing what I'm doing. It's not what you do. You have to do the work and you have to show the work. It's like when you take a math test, you couldn't just put like the answer, right? Your teacher is always like, I want to see how you got there. I want you to see like the work, put the work out there. And like for somebody like me who sucked at math, who wanted to look at my friend Nicole next to me and go like, dude, what's your answer? You couldn't do it anymore because you had to show your work, right? So you have to show your work as a coach. So I suggest that you also talk on your social media about the work that you're putting in. Show your coaches that you're working. Not that you just did your workout, not that you just had fun that day. Show them. Took some time today to organize this. Took some time today to reach out to some people for my business. Took some whatever. You know what I mean? Talk about those things. Show up in the team page and tell people what you're doing for your business. Holds you accountable and it shows your team that they should be doing those similar things. All right. What else do I have? I already talked about that. If you want a better team, yep, better yourself. Yep. Hold, please. All right. Yep, talked about it. Yep. Okay, last but not least, use 831 as a tool. The on-demand all-access pass at $160 goes away August 31st. Are you guys using that to your advantage? Are you using the fact that I know you said you might want to wait till September, but I just have to tell you, August 31st, that's going to go up to over $200. And if you get it now, that's like less than $2 a month for a year membership to a gym. And you get every program that's ever been created. Plus you get the Shakeology for 1 month for less than $4 a shake. Like, I know it might seem pricey up front, but that's a freaking steal. And I know you just told me X, Y, and Z about your health. And if you can't get started working out right away, you can at least drink a shake once a day. And you can start doing that to help better yourself until you can get going without spending extra money. Are you guys saying that? Are you using that to your advantage? Because that's what you need to be doing. All right. One more thing. If you guys did not, I told you about builders as well. So when you are doing the work, when you are showing up, when you are pressing play, drinking your shake, doing your PD, getting great results, your mood and energy goes up here. When your mood and energy is up here, you start attracting people. When your energy and your mood's down here, people want nothing to freaking do with you, okay? And if you think that you're just putting up a post up there and somebody is looking at it and going like, she's so awesome, she worked out today, like da-da-da-da-da. If your head isn't there and if the workouts aren't really there and you're just kind of mailing it in, those are the results you're going to get. I loved when Janelle Summers of Leadership, and I know I've repeated this several times, but I loved when she said, if you took the thoughts that you replay in your head all day long and you made a team call out of it for your team, would you want them to hear it? Because if the answer is no, guys, they're hearing it anyway. And so is the rest of social media. If your posts are saying, I don't believe in myself, I'm not sure I can do this, I don't know how these products work because I'm actually not doing them myself to a T, yada, 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 that's what everybody else is getting. And that's why no matter what you do, even if you were to copy a post that I put up that got me 5 freaking challengers, you would get 0 because it's here. So make sure that your head is right before you even get in that space and start doing that. That is how you attract builders, is by affecting your energy. Also, a couple tips I gave you guys in the live video in the team page, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, where I talked about 3 different ways where you can find builders. 1, you put up a challenge group post, and then those who are interested in the challenge, when you set them up as a discount coach, and after you set them up as a discount coach, you ask them if they want to put a post up, and if any of their friends are interested, they can make all of their money right back. And they're like, okay. If they say no, they go right into your challenge group. Nothing lost, right? But if they say yes, they could go emerald just like that. They could make their money back. They could become a believer and then one of your runners, right? 2, sneak peek. Sneak peek posts. You guys can put one up any day of the week. I never waited for my coach to put together a calendar for me. I never waited for my coach to put together a sneak peek for me. I found different things that people needed to hear about and put them together. And Julie Fowler and I worked on one version, and then we tweaked that and made our own version, and then Meg and I tweaked it and made another version, and then we tweaked it again, and it's the version it is now. Nobody handed that to us. We created it. We created it. And you guys can look at anything that's out there, an orientation video, a training video, whatever you want, and you can make it your own. You are the CEO of your own company, and if your face isn't showing up there as the CEO of your own company, then nobody else is thinking of you as that, right? Why do you have to have my permission to go run a sneak peek? You can look at our past sneak peek and you go, okay, she made a 2-minute video on this. Boop. Hi, I'm Kat. I made blah, 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 blah. There you go. New video. There you go. Your own sneak peek. Then you can invite people to it any freaking time you want to. And if it's a Thursday at 9 a.m. and you're like, I need some builders, you can put up a post at 10 a.m. and run your own sneak peek at 9 p.m. with nobody else, because who cares? It's your schedule and you can do what you want, right? Because it's your business and you needed something to invite people to. So there you go. Make your own. And so that's another way. So challenge group posts, and ask people once they're signed up as a discount coach if they want to put up a post. And number 2 is your invites to sneak peeks. And it can be either a team one or one you do on your own because you just need to do it. Or it could be a call. It could be a call just like this where you just answer people's questions. You could put people in a group and go live and answer people's questions. You could do whatever you want. It doesn't have to be the entire sneak peek. It could be like a 15-minute little share that you do where you just have people ask questions and you share a little information and tell your story. Okay. What else? Is that it? Oh, 3rd way. What was my 3rd way? Your current challengers, the people who are already in your challenge group that are killing it. Just message them. You're killing it in the challenge group. You show up every single day. You're so motivating. You're inspiring other people. Have you ever considered doing what I do? You're already doing everything you need to do anyway. That's it. Those are 3 ways to find building coaches. That's what I did in the beginning, but I did all the other bullshit first. All the other stuff that I talked about at the beginning of this call, yeah, that's all first. And then you do that stuff. So that's all I had to say. Does anybody else want to talk? I can unmute, or you can unmute yourself if somebody wants to talk.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, so I'm not really sure how you're supposed to follow that. But I just, when we were talking today, I just wanted to add, a few things. And I just think that, sometimes people might spend a lot of time kind of researching what other coaches are doing. I know I speak for myself. I spent a lot of time kind of just watching what other coaches were doing, and I wasted a bunch of time doing that. And I think once I started to build this business for myself, I started to be proof that the product works, like really do the programs, and really stick to my nutrition. Shakeology, of course, is a no-brainer. That one's easy. But really do personal development. It gave me content to talk about on Facebook. I didn't have to look at what other coaches were writing because I had my own content all of a sudden. I could talk about what I was learning and how I was growing personally. And I could talk about how my body was actually changing, like for real. And so that was, those are all things that I can actually do all by myself now. I also think that I had spent maybe a lot of time kind of watching YouTube videos or spent a lot of time in the back office. And while those things are really important because you want to be educating yourself because you are the CEO of your own business, as Joan said, there's also a time to stop doing all the researching and stop doing all the writing of goals and writing of, of all your researching and your educating of yourself. And then there's a time to just do it. Like you've learned it all. You've been on these team calls. You have, done all of your research. You've read everything. You've listened to every YouTube video. You've watched Melanie Mitro, all right? And so now it's time to just do it. Like you've learned it and just do it now. And once I started actually just doing it, my coaches followed me. And it took me a long time because I had coaches that were right alongside me and they were me doing a lot of investigating and researching and how can I run an ad or how can I run this group or that group. And it just took me to just snap out of it and say, now it's time for me to just stop doing that and just do my vital behaviors. Just do my program, do my personal development and invite people. That's it. So.
Shannon just put the hashtag in the comments that said, don't be a bitch, hit send.
It just hit send. Don't be a baby. Just hit send, girls.
Yeah. All right. Who else? Anyone else want to? Thank you, Bridget. I think that's amazing. And that ties right in with what I was just saying. I mean, quite frankly, people who actually go out there and do this knowing nothing do better than those who get it 100% right up in their head and do nothing. You know what I mean? Because you have to take action. You have to talk to people. You have to put in the work or it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. And if you have those big dreams that you've written down for yourself, they 100% are doable. You just have to do it. And the only thing keeping you from doing it is right here. That's it. You just have to do it. Just do it.
Absolutely.
Nike. Swoosh. Go for it, Kat. Unmute yourself. Oh, wait. Or are you just doing a swoosh? Or did you want to talk? Oh. Anyone else?
I mean, I don't have a problem talking. I was just going to kind of add that, I've been in this business for a long time. I know what it looks like, and I know what it means to go like this. My story is not like this. And a lot of the times I think people get really pissed off because look at it, our coach is a rock star. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people look at this business and think, this needs to be my journey. And you need to realize that everything is going to look different depending on who you are, where you're at in your life, where you're at in your journey. And the most important thing that you can do for yourself is just like Joan said, do your workout, drink your shake, post to social media, but more importantly, take care of your mind and yourself. Because I will be the first to tell you, I could probably answer any question that someone has about this business. Absolutely. I should be, a 10-star diamond if by the knowledge that I have in this business. But the fact of the matter is I haven't taken care of myself and my mindset consistently to get myself there and to believe that I can do it. So if you're in that place and you're comparing yourself and, you're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, but you're like, wait, I know everything. Why am I keep telling myself that I need to learn more? just take care of your mindset. And if you're there and you're looking to get better and, you know, you want to change your perspective a little bit, ask your coach for a personal development, you know, recommendation. Joan made the best personal development recommendation that I've ever read in my life. And it has completely changed my life, like literally the past 3 months. Been in this business almost 4 years. And in 3 months, I'm like, holy cow, like my life is good. Everything is awesome. It was unfuck yourself. And I know that that may be inappropriate for some people, but seriously, pick up that fucking book. It is the best book that I've ever read, and it will change everything. And that's the biggest thing too, is you need to be open for change. You need to stop coming onto these calls and then getting like upset and logging off and, you know, getting bummed out because someone's giving you tough love. Look at the tough love and look at yourself. And then be like, okay, is this me? Can I benefit from this? Can I change from this? Can I grow from this? Because that is the biggest part of this business, is if you're looking at yourself and you're like, oh, that's not me. Or, oh, I don't need to do that. Oh, and making excuses, you're going to be stuck and you're never going to move forward. And that's where I was at. And then when I realized that Joan wasn't just trying to be a jerk to me when she's calling me out for different things. She's my coach and she's my best friend. She was calling me out because she wanted me to do better. So if your coach is looking at you and telling you to do something, fucking do it. I swear it will make you better. Hey, you swore just as loud as I did. Don't make that face at me. Anyway. Oh yeah, I thought you went like this. Oh, they went like this to the F word. I was like, you've been dropping it
Random bug out on the screen in Porsche.
No, but seriously, do what your coach tells you, because they're not in this business to just boss you around. Like, they're doing it to tell you this to do better and to be better and to change your life and to look better and to feel better and just, you know, just change your mindset, yo.
Yes, have a growth mindset. Anyone else want to share? Go for
I
it.
will.
I knew you were gonna be like me.
Hold on. It's a little loud. Let me mute my TV real quick so I can chat.
I can't even hear you, TV.
Okay, sorry. I have to say that, like, when I first started to now is totally different mindset of, like, where I was then and where I was now. And I think I'm way stronger now because when I first started, I listened to everything that Joan said. I did it to a T, and it worked. I went diamond really quick in like 32 days. So it went so fast for me. It was awesome. I just did what I had to do, but I skipped personal development. So that was my big downfall. So I just went. And then when I got to a certain point, I just crashed because I got tired and I was worn out and whatever. And then I became, you know, I took a little bit off. I became pregnant. It took me a long, long time. I slacked off. I lost a really good builder that was with me at the time. She's gone now. I lost my entire team, and now I'm having to rebuild from scratch again. And that was really hard for me because I hated failure. Failure got under my skin, and when I felt that way, I didn't want to do any more work. I ran from it tremendously. And now I feel like I am just a completely, you know, different person now. Not like business wise, but just the fact that, you know, I'm here to help people. I'm here to really, you know, build this business for myself. You know, I would often wait for Joan to do things or wait for this and wait for that. You don't have to do anything special. The way I started was very simple, and that's how you have to keep it. It doesn't have to be this hoopla, you know, big, huge thing. It doesn't have to be that at all. And I just learned so much, you know, keep it simple. Just do your vital behaviors, send your donuts out, reach out, follow up, and just keep on doing that. And when you get tired, do more. That's what I've really tried to push myself with is, you know, do more when you're tired, do more when you're frustrated, or, you know, or when you're feeling like you're not getting anywhere, do more, because that will action. I always say to myself, action breeds action. And the more you do, the more you're going to get. The more you put out there, the more you're going to get. So just be positive. You know, I see a lot of new people posting, you know, what do you do if you get a no? Where all I get is no's. And, you know, that used to really bother me at the beginning. Now it doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even faze me anymore. So I've grown so much, and don't always think of where yourself or of where you are is where you're always going to be. I might not have a 10-star team or a 5-star team of where I want to be, you know, at the end of this, but I know that I'm growing personally. I know that I feel good again. I know that, you know, I have challengers again. I know that, you know, all these good things are coming into play again, and that's okay with me. And I have to be okay with that and grow with that and keep on going. So that's like my motivation lately, is like really watching myself grow. And don't be afraid to let yourself grow, because it's like so important, because people watch that, people see that. And, you know, it's just really good for people to see, because it gives them hope with our world today. And like it is, you know, it gives them hope. It gives them security. It gives them, you know, a place for them to talk to you. I've had random people not even talk to me about fitness lately, about just personal stuff. And that's okay too. You know, you're building that relationship all around. So, you know, just, I don't know, just it's all good. It's awesome. I just feel so good. And like, even if I don't have a 10-star team, or if I don't, this business has done so much for me, so much more. And I'm so grateful and thankful for that. That's really like, it just has given me a lot of hope lately, and out of a really dark time. So, and it's brought me back to a lot of good. So I'm just so glad that, you know, to be here, to be with you guys, and, you know, to rock this team with you all, because that's what it's all about, guys. It's, you know, don't let the business part of it suck your life out of you. There's a lot of good in it. And that's where I was letting the business suck me dry. And, you know, you just have to be all around. And when everything is good, you know, everything else is good. So that's all I have to say.
Well, I think that that's amazing. And honestly, like what she just said right there, I mean, you don't have to be making tons of money in this business or be a specific rank yet in order to still have gained amazing things from it that you know that you want to share with other people. And so when you're in that space, that's when you're going to attract other people, and that's when the rank and the money come. So, you know, that, I mean, that's just, I think that was a perfect way of, even just like, I mean, I think Kat mentioned it in the comments, and I think Dominique, you know, posted something in the comments too, but like, you guys felt like that because that's her energy right now. And we were just talking about that. Like, that is the energy that you want to attract the people that you want into your business. So, yeah. So, I mean, tell yourself what you're grateful for in this. Like, make yourself a list and think about it before you even start talking to people, because you can't be grateful and like worried or pissed off or upset or fearful at the same time. You just can't be. It's physically impossible. So put gratitude in your head before you go and take action. Anybody else? I know that, what time is it? Sorry. We're a little over 30 minutes, but I'm open to hearing from others if somebody else wants to chat.
I do want to say one little thing. I forget what trip we were on, but I think it was either Ryan or Joan was talking about, like, what you put into your workout is what you put into your business. Like, you don't expect to lose 20 pounds after doing one workout. So you're not going to, and I'm totally guilty of this, of expecting to make SC10 after like one day of reaching out to people. I've been doing Shift Shop for the past 3 weeks, and I feel fucking amazing. And if I just put that energy towards my business, what?
I said so many F-bombs on this call.
I know, it's so bad. It's just so fun to say. But I know, like, when I look at my before and afters, I swear I like take a picture of myself like every morning now. But if I just put that energy towards my business, instead of just expecting to make SC10 after one day, just like keeping that mindset. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm just rambling, I think. But just knowing that, like, even like when you're working out and like it gets tough and you still have like 20 seconds left on the clock, like you don't just stop and sit there and let the clock like run out. It's kind of like the same thing with the calendar. Like, we still have 10 days left of the month. Like, don't let these next 10 days just like whittle away and, you know, make excuses. I'm totally guilty of that. So I think I'm talking to myself here, but I'm just hopeful that maybe somebody else feels the same. because I'm still at SC0 for the month, and I know that I have 10 days left, and I just am hopeful that I will push through these next 10 days like I do the last 10 seconds of the workouts.
So I want you to get rid of the word hopeful. And I want
Yes.
you to say, I am going to work my business
I am going to work my business.
as if, oh my God, there's only 10 days left.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if you were in the middle of your workout, it's like, oh my God, there's only 10 seconds left. I can do this.
Yeah.
So you need, yeah. And I mean, it is absolutely true. And I remember on the beach when I said that, like you were there and I turned around and I was like, those of you who give up, you know, because it gets a little hard are the same people who are going to turn around and give up when it gets a little hard in your business. Listen, Beachbody, I wanted to say it after Kelsey said it, but now after Dominique just said what she said, it's so true. Beachbody forces you to be better in all aspects of your life. Nothing about this is supposed to be easy, but it will make you better and it will be worth it. Every single part of it, your mind, your body, your soul, your finances, your life, every single part of it. And it's because a rising tide lifts all ships. If you're healthy in your life, if you're healthy in your fitness and what you're putting in your body and what you're doing on a daily basis to your body, and that translates over into your mind, then you're open to reading books and putting other positive things in your mind, and then your brain is healthy. And then guess what? You are in this space of high energy and positivity. And when you're taking that spiritually aligned action, everything just comes to fruition and it starts working around you. So, I think I will end the call because I don't want to keep people here all night. I'd rather have you be working your business. So with that being said, everybody get out there and invite as many people as possible. I mean, literally, I sat there, Jamie had a show on yesterday and I was just watching it with her, and I was on the couch with my phone and I invited 101 people in a time of 45 minutes when she watched the show. I mean, everybody has time. Everybody has time to do this business. So, get it done. Invite more people than you think is necessary. Follow up with more people than you think is necessary. Think about those action steps that I just gave to you, and you can do it. And by the way, I think Casey's on here. Congratulations, Casey, on Diamond.
Woohoo!
I don't know if you guys, yes, there you go. So that's pretty freaking badass. And congrats to you guys who are sticking with that group too, the Diamond Push group. I know that, you know, a few of you were moved over into that group, and it is a badass group. But again, you can teach people stuff, but if they don't use it, it's not going to do anything. So anyway, all right. Love you guys. I will see you in the team page. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.